Hello, how's everyone out there doing today? I am with the marvelous Mel Kelly, based out of Munich, Germany. He was made in Germany, born in Ireland. I had to make sure I did not reverse that one. And he had to leave the country of Ireland because he had such a bad experience dating. So he had to move to Germany to go and find a date. He wrote an amazing book on that called Disastrous Dating Tips. And I would like to turn over to you now, Mel Kelly.
Thank you. It's a pleasure and honor to be here with the amazing Amy Hamilton, the amazing author from America. Like that amazing author, America. Like that.
There's a lot of A's going on there.
There's a lot of A's. That was amazing for me, I must say.
Okay, now let's talk a little bit. And before we do that, to our subscribers out there, please like our channel. If you are not a subscriber, please click the like button and subscribe to our shows if you would like to have more content and get more disastrous life coach advice from Mel Kelly, because he can destroy your life, not just in dating life, but he can make sure your professional life, your relationships with your family. Like, trust me, if you want a bad life experience, Mel can deliver. So Mel, let's talk about it. Top 3 things that you'd like to talk about now for disastrous dating. How to make sure you have no love life.
Top 3, my goodness. You have to boil it down to 3. There's so many things you could do wrong. I mean, I think that one of the big things you can do is ask people for advice. This is our first thing. The second thing you could do is read my book. And then the third thing you do is listen to our podcast on getting advice on dating. I think they're probably their top 3 things you could do.
So for those of you who may or may not have seen our early episodes, I literally was dating people to try to get content for the show sometimes. And one of the things that has happened is I've also gotten lots of really, really bad date lessons and tips from my friends once we started to do that show. What I'll say is I was on a date once and I told a guy about the show, and he spent the rest of the time telling me all about his bad dates. So I will give you some advice. Do not spend your entire date talking about all the bad dates you've been on. That doesn't work.
Oh, come on, Amy. That's a real deal clincher, you know. Talk about all the bad experiences. Come on, you're on the first date. You want to impress that person. You can sell them that they're even more, you're more miserable than they are. Misery sells. Come on,
I think that, yeah, definitely talking about all the worst experiences of your life is not a good way to start a date. And, you know, that's definitely some advice there. But Mel, you have some great tips and ideas in your book. I mean, several chapters. Is there one chapter now, all these years and years later, that resonates with you, that kind of stands out?
Yeah. What stands out probably the most is how little I really know about the whole thing. So that's probably the most important thing. All that great advice that I gave, it still stands today. I still don't have a clue about any of it, you know, and I'm pretty good at giving bad advice. So one good thing it would be is read the book, read the bestseller book. So and there's scores of nuggets.
As you seem to have forgotten what you wrote about, one of the things I thought that was hysterically funny was when you talked about making sure that when you went on a date that you really just overdrank. And I think that no matter the event, whether it's a date, whether it's a formal at work, over drinking is a great way to just blow that up. You know, family events, you know, but definitely a first date, just drink as much as you can. That was definitely some horrific advice.
No, that's very valid advice, because on the date you might be a little bit nervous, you know, not so confident. And so how do you build your confidence? Have a few drinks and have a few more. And if the other person can't run with it, well then, you know, they filtered themselves out. It's a very good filter. They can't handle you drunk. Look, you're just giving them a preamble for what's going to come later. So you're just giving them a sneak preview. If they can't handle it, one word of advice: if you're going to get drunk on your first date, don't fall asleep. That's the only caveat. Just don't fall asleep.
Well,
because if you're at dinner table and you're drunk and you put your head down when you're talking to your partner or whatever, or you're meeting friends or whatever, don't fall asleep. That's the only thing, because then they'll start talking about you.
Mel?
They'll start talking about you then, and they'll filter you out. Don't fall asleep. That's the one trick.
Don't fall asleep. Don't get drunk.
Oh no! I didn't say don't get drunk. I said if you do get drunk,
do get drunk. Get drunk and read Mel's book. How's that?
That's not bad. That's not bad. And if you really like it, then you can buy several copies of it, and you share it around, give it to your friends, and make it an even bigger bestseller than it already is.
So Mel, next week we're talking about the third book that you wrote. We're going to be doing bad interview tips. So if everybody wants to come back, we're going to sum up bad interview tips with Mel Kelly.